Alright, welcome back, YouTube, to A Programmer Plays Nine Sols. In our previous episode, we finally beat Fuji and Nuwa. Mostly Fuji. Nuwa was there. And for our trouble, we've acquired some new abilities. Hooray! Which I think we can use. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, no, it's fine. I think we can use over here. Maybe not so much in this room? Really? Not a platform right here? Yay! Passenger token? Sure. Got a good night's sleep. As I slept, I relived the times when the entire village celebrated festivals together, the tables covered in a lot of beloved dishes. After waking, I spent the afternoon in the leisure room. As always, my sister went to get drunk. This is so surreal. I don't have to work, but I don't have any goals to achieve. Maybe we're already dead, so this is the afterlife. Alright, now the question is, did that count? It did not? I don't think. That's fine. Very interesting. I kind of think what this is telling us is that we just need to, like, scrub through every enemy in this that we haven't previously defeated and see which of them have fun goodies. Jesus. Alright, nothing. Nothing. Kind of batting out here. really batting out. I was not expecting this area to be the one that sort of befuddles me. I mean, it's probably, at this point, I would say that the most likely answer... I was very late there. Okay, there we go. Zolian. We have everything we could ever need here, but our people are becoming moody and living aimlessly. I had originally thought that perhaps life had run its course, that there would be nothing else for us to seek for. That made the developments of New Kunlun pretty unexpected. While I have my doubts, I'm willing to give it a shot. I hope to see a brand new world once I wake up. Alright. And that should tell us, yeah, these are not counting towards the map completion. So that makes me think that the answer to what we need to do is figure out what the bells need. And then if we can figure that out, then we'll, you know, have the answer to this place. But we don't need to do that right now. We can instead, go and continue the main story plot. So let's teleport to here. Actually, I didn't need to go to here. That's fine. We'll go to here and then we'll see if anything changed on the way in. So, thing there, which we need to come from the other side on. That's fine. Also coming from the other side on that one. Oh! Oh, I am a fool. Those guys... Okay, Jesus. The guys with the teal sack on their back, those guys explode, and probably their explosion is enough to take out the other guys. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Look at us. Smarter every day. Of course, doing that didn't, like, what did that actually do for us? Give us access to this, I guess. Okay, well, sure. Hey, Darksteel. Nice. Okay, that I guess actually doing some damage. Passenger token Yang Yu. Before I knew it, I found myself far from home. Cramped cabin intensified my longing for the familiar street corners and lively noodle shop nearby. Each step of this journey deepens my nostalgia for those simpler days. Right or wrong no longer holds significance. The cabin will be where I'll rest forever. Okay, so this bit still don't know. Hey, you. Jesus. Okay. Interesting that we didn't get anything cool for that. Feels like we shoulda. Alright. You know what? You can stay over there. That's actually a decent shortcut right there. Huh. Interesting that we can actually pass through that. No, that's not a grabbable bit. Lame. Hey, buddy, come over here. Oh, we don't. I'm overcomplicating this by a country mile. There's a bit that we can use to drop down. There we go. Then that falls through there. And then that will let us into the area below. Excellent. Did I not get this? I did not. I don't actually know how to apply that. Is there a secret way in? Is that what the purpose of this little loop around was? I'm not really seeing it. Alright, let's do this. This cash in my pocket is burning a hole. So I want to go spend it. And we've got a dark steel, so we can do that now. And there's stuff happening. This is for you, Uncle Chubby. For me. It's a palette vase. Who taught you how to make one of these? I asked Abacus what kind of gift you would like. He said that people of Ying have a custom of painting stories on vases. The glaze could have been applied more evenly, but for an 8-man, it's passable. I could have made an even better one if I had more time to practice. That's way better than what I ever could have managed. I was never talented at these things. Oh, since when did you appear? I didn't see you there. That's because your eyes were glued on your gift. That I won't deny. You never gave me all that many gifts to begin with. So, what story did you paint on this face? The story about me, Uncle Chubby, and Yi living together here. Ah, is that so? I see. I see the tears welling up in your eyes. If you want to cry, you should just let it all out. Shut up, you're just seeing things. What? Did I do a bad job painting you? No, this is the first time I've ever received a gift like this. Thanks, kid. Aww. Alright. Let's pick up Thunderbuster X. And that, one less thing that we need to worry about. We've got a bunch of stuff that we could recycle now if we wanted to. But I'm pretty fine. Just keep keep accumulating those. I don't think we need to recycle them. I think we're ahead of the curve a little bit with the way that we've got our jades. We've been, consistently picking up money. We've done a little bit of grinding just to like practice, and we've had the avarice jade on most of the game. So, yeah. All right. Back we go. Exploring, my favorite part of Metroidvanias. And out of curiosity, how are we looking map-wise? Pretty good, other than, obviously the glaring holes, but... worth double checking that wasn't a sneaky something. Nice. I'm a little shocked that worked on the big guy. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Classic diagonal elevator. New area. Haven't had a new area in a while. For a moment I thought we were about to get a new ability and I was like, what? My lord, you are not far from the last Sol, Aigon. She is the final hurdle in the way of you obtaining all the soul seals. The last encounter is filled with unknown variables, so make sure you're fully ready. I also suggest tying up any unfinished business to minimize any risk later down the road. Well, that sounds like a point of no return flag. It's wild that you can get to this area relatively early, I feel like. I think we got to that area in, like, the second or third episode? And just, like, it hung out in the back of our minds, just like, oh. We'll get you eventually. Okay, so that's locked off. The game's a little bit misleading us here. We're actually not able to backtrack. I actually do want to poke back in there because there's bits and pieces that we didn't properly explore, and that, considering that they just gave us a point of no return flag, I don't know how serious they are about that. I don't think they're that serious. I think this is like a final area, and so there might be like tougher enemies here or something, but where's Shoshan? Oh, there he is. You have time for one more game before I leave. Of course I do. This could well be our last game. Huh? What did you say? Nothing. Let's start. That's very... You're in in-game. E. Hey, Yi. Even though you haven't told me anything, I know. Know what? I overheard some of the stuff that you guys were discussing. I know a lot of things are happening outside, and your people aren't doing that good. Is it because I'm not strong enough? Is that why you won't let me help? You're overthinking it. No one can help me out of this situation. I used to think I could turn things around, but the truth is, I can't do anything. That doesn't really sound like the Yi I know. If only I had known it would all be in vain. I'm starting to envy those that stayed behind. Really? But if I never met you, I'd just be alone. Huh. If it weren't for me, you would be living a much better life. Maybe, but I wouldn't want that. I'd be super bored without you, Yi. That kind of life would be meaningless to me. What makes something meaningful, anyway? I can think of a whole lot off the top of my head, but you might not think much of them. Try me. I want to hear it from you. Like, remember that one day when the weather was perfect and we slept on the grass till the sun went down? Yeah, that was a really good nap. And that other time, we had a huge fight over that stolen grilled fish. We didn't talk for 2 whole days after that. Yeah, I never understood why you got so angry over it. Ah, or that one night when I fell asleep while you were telling me a story. You just kept going till morning because you didn't notice. But aren't these more like memories? I don't know if this is the right way to put it, but I think the meaning of life is pieced together by a mix of happy, angry, even sad moments. Living life itself, is that the meaning? It's taken me a while, but I think I'm finally starting to understand it. I think it should be felt, not understood, like playing Kyung-kun. Eh? Am I going to win? You are. I already knew I wasn't going to win halfway through. Congratulations. Now you can find your next opponent. No way. I'm not playing to win. I just want to have fun with you, Yi. Not playing to win. I really have a lot to learn. Alright. Okie dokie. Back to this area. Dusk Guardian headquarters screen. Dusk Guardian emergency message. Attention all Dusk Guardians. Due to the recent invasion of a large mob of unknown creatures, we are now on high alert. The mutant creatures are extremely aggressive and should be killed on sight. Squad members without arms should head to the armory and pick up some gear as soon as possible. Yan Chi, leader of the 7th Dusk Guardian Brigade. An emergency message can be seen on the screen inside the mission briefing room. Oh. Did not see that guy there. Alright, so shortcut opened, sorta. But we can't actually do this lower bit. Interesting. When we drop down, Yeah, this is in the way. Alright. Well, it gave us a point of no return looking message, but I don't think we're actually at the point of no return. And if we are, oh, okay. We're about as stocked up as we can be. Alright. Log 0184. Origin era, year 450, winter 1/20. I've never seen a catastrophe like this. Tianhe will spread throughout Penglai. No Solarian will be spared, including myself. However, during this chaotic time, the Tiandao Council was able to maneuver itself to the top. This has helped us secure an unprecedented amount of support and resources. Our new Kunlun Research Center will bring back all Fangshi technologies. I must live up to everyone's hopes and dreams and find that cure. That is our current mission. The world will know that science is our only hope. Log 0219. Origin era, year 452, spring 4 out of 8. While I was speaking in the Jia Kingdom, a severely injured young boy was put in front of me. He had suffered serious injuries from an explosion. I did not expect him to survive to the next day. Miraculously, it seemed like the primordial roots was helping him to regenerate the damaged organs and tissue. Using my rhythmatic stabilizer, the young man has not only made a full recovery, his body also exhibited an unprecedented symbiosis between Solarian cells and genetic material from the primordial roots. This data may lead us to even more breakthroughs. Have I been blessed by the heavens? Okay, so that is presumably us up there at the top. Hard to say. Whoa! Hey, fellas. It's clearly a drop down. Interesting that they're giving us loads of arrow ammo. Log 0342. Origin era, year 468, winter 12/23. Fantastic, we have found a new ray of hope in the eve of the launch. Our research was totally misguided. We need not look to the primordial roots to eternal life for Solarians. Within data from G's cell, we will not only develop a serum for Tianhe, we will also be able to achieve true immortality. I believe we can overcome any and all challenges we face. A Solarian that can live for thousands of years without any genetic modification. The source of G's vitality that differs vastly from that of King Hui or Yi. But this information needs to be concealed, especially from Yi. We can't afford any more missteps at this juncture. Log 0387. Foundation Era, Year 2, Autumn 10/23. Despite not meeting expectations, we already have a prototype for the cure. The next step will be to test this cure on our test subjects. After several rounds of observation, adjustment, and additional testing, we should be able to perfect the serum. Solarian clinical tests take a massive amount of time to conclude. Luckily, the Eternal Cauldron project has brought us that precious time. In the end, the credit still goes to Yi. Where did it all go wrong? As your mentor, I thought you'd understand. Okay, that seems bad. 4 logs. Log 0590. Foundation Era, Year 37, Winter 2/15. It's still unclear if one can be completely cured of Tianhe, but there are no doubts regarding its effectiveness of the serum. Based on our reports, Tianhe growth seems to have been suppressed in Dusk Guardians who have received the serum. However, it is worth noting that a small percentage of test subjects experienced secondary mutations. These mutations have led the affected Solarians to take on a new form. What follows is a loss of sanity and an increase in violent behavior. This is a completely new development that will require further observation. Foundation Era, Year 125, Spring 5/27. Waking up from the soulscape over and over again has taken its toll on my body. Solarians exhibiting the secondary mutations, now referred to as mutants, have demonstrated some incredible abilities. With Roots' genes already present in Tianhe, some mutants have been able to infect and devour a part of the primordial roots. Through that connection, these mutants are functionally immortal. Data corrupted. Record 1999. Foundation Era, Year 259, Summer 8/12. Damn Soulscape, my head feels like it's about to explode. Returning to our report, the mutants seem to exhibit some collective consciousness. They share information and act as a group to a point of being energy efficient and coordinated to an extreme degree. This phenomenon goes beyond our traditional understanding of life forms. We may be on the cusp of discovering a whole new type of organism. Data corrupted. Foundation Era, Year 351. We've concluded our clinical tests after no new qualitative changes were observed. 90% of those who received the serum failed to recover from Tianhe. The remaining 10% turned into mutants. How are we supposed to find the solution? I do wish that we had more spacing out between these bits. Like, I'm enjoying them, but also it's just a lot of reading kind of back to back to back. Was there anything there? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that was there purely just to give players a way to get through without taking damage. Really? Huh. Alright. Redacted. 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 Very interesting that all of her memories are blank. I'm fairly certain that that's deliberate and not a bug. So, this is where you were hiding. You weren't easy to find.
쎄.
I didn't really expect to see you again, Yi. Wasn't she much older looking in the opening cutscene? I'm sure you didn't enter my soulscape just to say hello. No, I'm here to patch up my regrets. Have you forgotten already? We were separated in such a hurry, I didn't have time to properly say goodbye to my old mentor. Huh, what a sentimental disciple you are. It has been 509 years since we last parted, hasn't it? Back then, if I was still able to convince you, things might not have developed this way. Spare me the empty speculation. If we could go back in time, I would simply behead you with my sword. I've watched you murder the souls one after the other. I don't even recognize you anymore behind your bloodlust. You were my favorite student, so curious about the world and eager to learn science. Don't you remember?
텐유림
You
듀시.
came up with the Eternal Cauldron and brought hope to all Solarians. That hope should not have been based on lies. People have a right to the truth. That's what you taught me. You were the one who betrayed everything you believed in.
라이차.
Wrong. As a scientist, I knew from the very beginning that it was important to solve problems in a practical manner. Truth and lies mean nothing compared to a Solarian's life. Forgive me for asking, but do you think Tianhe will just disappear once you have taken all the soul seals? Or do you plan on waking everyone up just to die together back in Penglai? Overthrowing you and the council is a start. And you are sure this won't lead to another disaster? I have indeed made mistakes in the past. That's why I spent the last few centuries trying to make amends. Right now, I'm the only one who can make things right. No matter how much you hate me, this is an indisputable fact. You're not in a position to say any of that. Did that strike a nerve? That's only because, deep down, you know I'm right. Yi, are you doing this on behalf of all Solarians, or is this a personal vendetta? Don't talk like you know me. Deny it all you like, but the mentor has always had a handle over the student. I don't think there's any meaning in continuing this idle chatter. I agree. Draw your sword. I won't lose to you this time. I admire your confidence, but don't forget, this is my soulscape. Do you recall the first key point from the Fengshi art of war? All warfare is based on deception. Correct. You have always been an excellent pupil. I seized control of your nerve centers the moment you entered this realm. Even I didn't think you'd pull such a dirty trick. In fact, I was just thinking about how I would obtain the permissions to usher in a new era.
윤세
The heavens must
자이케이도.
have sent you to assist me, and for that, you have my gratitude. You planned this from the start, so then those mutants, no way. There were many accidents along the way, but I finally understand the purpose of it all. Everything, including your betrayal, ended up working in my favor.
이왕
Sleep
놔주세요.
peacefully, my child, for this nightmare is about to end.
Vincent,
Yi.
King?
Hang? Is that you? I've been thinking about a lot lately. What do you mean? Why are you here?
반차.
I'm sorry, but I can't leave with you. What? you say?
Good.
I'm not going with you. I want to stay.
Uh,
What happened? What's making you say such a stupid thing? Serious. You will die if you stay here. Don't you know that? I know, but I can't imagine my life ending anywhere other than in Penglai. At New Kunlun, we will find a way to end this virus. You won't have to fear Tianhe.
因作或之
But
言，
ultimately, we're all mortal, and I hope to complete my journey within the Great Tao.
喂，
There you go again with that gibberish. Do you not want to live anymore? Of course I want to live. How could I not want to spend the rest of my days with you? But Yi, I don't want to run away. Life and death are part of an inseparable whole. Must live well and be willing to accept death's embrace when it inevitably comes. Back then, the primordial roots extended your life. One that saved me was my mentor.
そう。
Why do you think I worked so hard to study science for all these years? I thought you, of all people, would understand. Why would you betray me like this? I've always saved the best of everything for you. No, you just assumed what I wanted. You never bothered to ask me. You keep saying it's all for me, but really, it's always been about what you want. So everything I've done up to now was just my own wishful
半
thinking.
杯老姨，
I get it now. Is that what's been going through your head? I should have known. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. I think you made your point loud and clear. Let me do the same. I will come back to visit one last time before takeoff. If, after giving it some thought, you still decide not to come, then you're gone to me, and I never had a little sister.
我再要来
What?
吧。
How could you say something like that? You're all I have left. I'd rather forget about you than approve of you rotting with the rest of the lunatics on Penglai.
我做
Why? Doesn't matter. You're not at fault, and I'm not at fault.
谁？
Yes, none of us were at fault. We just made different choices.
我做意思。
But you never came back. Why?
我嚟救我。
Why did you leave me behind? I didn't.
手摸死
When the curtain falls, none of us are really at fault. We are souls, outshining all species, never to be extinguished, leeching off bygone glory to fuel our brilliance. We are survivors. Our feverish flames have failed to forge hope, inflicting blistering pain with each searing embrace. We are martyrs, working in vain, painting our colors across the sky over and over again, probing and feeling. Night descends and our light is already faded. Right and wrong fade away in the twilight. The sky is getting dark. No one's at fault, for we are only souls. I knew you were here, Yi. Aren't you excited for dinner tonight? Yi, you're finally awake. Is that you, Shanshan? Can you hear me, Yi? Where have you been? We were attacked. The Four Seasons Pavilion. How? Are you in danger? Those metallic monsters suddenly came in and... Ah, wait, I think they're back. Find a place to hide. Quickly. Shanshan. Shanshan, are you there? Answer me. Alright. Oh, man. It's not a great sign when a character when a player unlocks something and goes, ooh. Alright, here we go. Foundation error, forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. I have looked over all my past research data. Perhaps there was something we didn't account for. Why were we even researching immortality in the first place? This feels very incorrectly placed. Not only because it's a bunch of, text to read all at the same time, but, like, the pacing here is wrong. No. There has to be an explanation. I will find the answer. Scientific questions always yield answers. I've missed something crucial. There are Solarians and their soulscapes just waiting for me to save them. All my sacrifices will eventually pay off. That's right, I've been a fool. The mutation are the key. To think that I wasted all this time. The existence of the mutants gives us a whole new paradigm to view life in our universe. So she's gonna be, like, super mutant once we find her, right? Getting corrupted. I finally understand. Tianhe was never supposed to be a disaster. It's a trial and a gift from the universe to all Solarians. The mutations will allow Solarians to unlock the next stage of our evolution. This is my destiny, to lead all Solarians towards their immortal futures. How incredibly profound. Was that there before? Oh. I thought that we were cutscene. Oh, this is a Old Boy reference. Cinematic, I'll give him that. And we died. Where's this gonna pop us out? Okay, fair enough. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. That guy shooting me from off screen feels kind of not count as a... Please. Yes, thank you. Can I please have my hood back? Like, conceptually that was cool, but in practice it was kind of a pain in the ass. Right one? No. Very glad that I stocked up on healing up opportunities, because woof. The secret lore? Origin era, year 457, summer 8/1. I'm going through solution after solution, only to find that I'm dead wrong every single time. When we isolated the Tianhua gene from the embryo, the result did not resemble a Solarian in either appearance or intelligence, to say nothing of its incredibly short lifespan. In fact, we may not be able to create a cure in time. It was in this fraught situation that EA came up with the Eternal Cauldron project. It's risky, but it might be our last big gamble. Therefore, I've decided to move all our available resources towards the Eternal Cauldron project. Research on the cure is by no means terminated, just postponed. Discover a tremendous secret. Could I have gotten in here? No, I don't think we could have. Log 0001. Alright. This episode's gone longer than I wanted it to. Origin era, year 434, spring sleep 3/5. Under both pressure and expectations of the council, I have fully devoted myself to the Immortality Project. If I fail to yield positive results once more, the Fang Clan might pull their funding. This has been a personal dream of mine, so I cannot fail in this last-ditch effort. I'll start by researching the cells of the primordial roots Fusang for any clues. Log 73. Origin era, year 444, summer 6/17. After 10 years of unrelenting research, we have finally made a critical breakthrough in the synthesis between Solarian cells and the roots' regeneration cells. This is our first step towards immortality and a victory for science. This research may even become a turning point and encourage people to embrace science and technology. It may be our greatest accomplishment since Lear passed away. Origin era, year 446, autumn 9/19. All test subjects have developed symptoms of rejection and are dying one after the other. The cause is a hitherto unknown virus that was accidentally synthesized during that gene editing process. It has been codenamed Tianhua. The virus is contagious, but we have neither isolated it nor found its transmission vectors. Once the infected pass away, flowers blossom from the corpse, allowing the virus to propagate itself. Data corrupted. Alright, should be home stretch. Fuck me. Oh, boy, that's unfortunate. I really wanted to get through this area in this episode, and I see that it popped us out here, which is actually great. But, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to call this episode here, because we have already run a little bit over time, and I am, even worse, completely out of time recording-wise. So, yeah, YouTube, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, potentially the last episode? I feel like that kind of snuck up on me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and see you in the next episode. Bye!